Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Houston's offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Thompson. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oklahoma's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to throw. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put them.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. A huge pickup. Off he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Houston. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Quick release by the QB. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. He makes the connection, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys trimming their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And right down the middle. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball to the 25. Scanning the field. It's Arnold. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it up the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sooners are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. facing a third down as they line up after the break. Smith wants to throw. Still looking on the move. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try the run. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Completes it in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them. Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the field goal unit is on the field. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Grabbed behind the line, it's Melton. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Smith dropping to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Using his legs, it's Barnes. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
So which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Catch in the middle. It's Sharp. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll ride the hot hand.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Sooners want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 21 to Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds him out of the backfield.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the run, it's Need. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick completion to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a miss.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Houston will be forced to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it! Touchdown Sooners!
second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
It's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Arnold. Going to try to get it himself. Nothing but green ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Thompson. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown Sooner. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about that in Kent.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smith wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Movement here from the tight end. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's York. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled after picking up the first down. Houston going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, had a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown. Got a lot of running room. The 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown Sooner.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Coming out with it, it's straight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and own it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Smith dropping to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now on first down from the 28.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this one.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game. And they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Smith wants to throw. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many